Hello and welcome to the Week 18 challenge for Social Network API. There's a lot to cover here, so I'm just going to kind of get right into it. You can invoke the server by typing npm start into the console, and once we're there, we're going to go over to Insomnia, and here we're going to need to post a new user. So we'll go test one and check if the validation works. Let's remove the @ symbol from the email, and we'll see we'll get a validation error right there. Okay, so now we'll just make sure we correct that, make it @test.com. Everything seems to be functional. Let's go ahead and get this user, the single user by ID, by grabbing its ID and going here and posting that at the endpoint there. And as you can see, it shows it. We're going to need two users because we're going to test the friend functionality right now. So we're going to do test2, the new email, and we get all users. We'll see we have two of them. To add a new friend, we just need to grab the ID of the person initiating the friend request. So we put that at the first part of the endpoint before friends, and then we'll get the recipient of the friend request second and post that at the end of the endpoint. You can see the friend count increases to 1, and we can get all users to see that is reflected here. We can go ahead and grab the same exact route that we just did to remove the same friend request. Like so, and if we get all users one more time, we'll see the friend request or the friend count has been reduced to 0. Let's test out the functionality for deleting a user by grabbing the ID of the second test guy we made. Post it right here, this endpoint. And if we get all users again, you'll see it's been removed. Lastly, we have to try the put request of editing a user by grabbing the ID that's left here. Put it right here, and we'll just alter the username to be my name. And you'll see it goes from test1 to the new username. Great. Okay, now we're going to post some thoughts. So firstly, let's grab the ID of our one guy and make a new thought by going to post new thought, putting that ID here, and saying coding is cool. Now if we get all thoughts, we'll see that is right here. Coding is cool. We're going to add a reaction to that thought by getting both the ID of the user and the ID of the thought. So right here, we already have the ID copied for the user, so we'll just put that right here. And now we'll grab the ID of the thought right here at the end of the endpoint. And we'll say, no way, Jose. Now when the thought has a reaction, we can see right here. Let's go ahead and get a single thought by copying this code right here. And, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, we'll need to have the user ID as well. So we'll just copy this entire thing and put it right here. And we'll see we have the whole thought is here, found by single ID. We want to delete this reaction now. So we need a couple arguments. So we're going to grab this. We need the user ID, the thought ID, and we'll also need the reaction ID. But here, we'll post those there first, / and grab the reaction ID right here. And put it right there. And now if we get all thoughts, we should see the reaction has been removed. Let's just go ahead and do the final and delete the thought altogether. And for that, we'll just need the two IDs from before of the username and the thought. And post it right here. And that should delete it. And there are no thoughts left. Okay, thank you for watching.